Thanks for joining us. In this audit, we looked at whether 5 selected ministries and their related branches and agencies had designed and implemented key controls for protecting government information and information assets from unauthorized access. The key controls are outlined in the BC government's document called the Information Security Standard. Overall, we found that the Office of the Chief Information Officer, or the OCIO for short, has designed key controls for protecting government information and information assets from unauthorized access as identified in government security standards. And, although the selected entities have implemented some of the controls identified by the OCIO, there were instances where key controls have not been implemented. While we weren't looking for improper use of accounts or security breaches that could result from improper accounts, there is a risk of unauthorized access to some government systems when organizations don't follow the OCIO's key controls as stated in government security standards. Every government employee and contractor must have a username and password to log into government systems. Government's internal directory, or IDER as it's commonly referred to, is the system that authenticates each user's identity to ensure it's legitimate and allows them to log in to government systems. To provide services for people in British Columbia, government collects and electronically stores a lot of sensitive and personal information. Therefore, controlling access to government systems is fundamental to ensuring only authorized individuals can access government's online resources and information. The IDER service is the first line of defense against unauthorized access to government resources. All it takes is one poorly managed user account to potentially compromise government systems. The OCIO has overall responsibility for administering the IDER system, and each ministry and government organization manages its users' IDER accounts. We found a lack of understanding regarding the role of the OCIO versus individual government organizations as to the responsibility for maintaining the central records of accounts. The OCIO needs to remind ministries of their responsibilities as defined in government's information security standards. Some government employees have significant access to and abilities within government systems. For example, a system administrator often has the ability to create or alter IDER accounts for their organization's users. We found that these users' activities are not being reviewed consistently to ensure appropriate use of their powerful account. We also noted that the number of active user accounts did not match the number of government employees, and the discrepancy has grown over the years. That said, there may be good reasons for the discrepancy. For example, there are non-human IDER accounts for systems or devices, such as printers, to talk to one another. As well, some employees have multiple responsibilities and therefore multiple accounts, such as one account for regular duties and a second account for when they need to perform a sensitive task. Finally, employee and account information are stored in 2 separate databases. The OCIO has responsibility for the IDER system, but the Public Service Agency holds and maintains the list of current government employees. As such, one of our 7 recommendations is that the OCIO and the Public Service Agency compare the 2 lists to ensure legitimacy of the IDER accounts. We are pleased that early in 2018, the OCIO began cleaning out dormant accounts. This was a good first step. We recommend that the OCIO expand the scope of its account cleanup to include such things as accounts with non-expiring passwords. In conclusion, we made 7 recommendations to the Office of the Chief Information Officer to ensure ministries and other government organizations are designing and implementing the key controls for protecting government information and information assets from unauthorized access, as outlined in government's Information Security Standard. Because a strong coordination and commitment to key controls in the management of IDER user accounts between the OCIO and across ministries is fundamental to controlling access. That's our report summary for today. Thank you for joining us. We'd like to encourage you to read the full report. It and our other reports are available on our website at www.bcauditor.com.